In this video, we're going to be looking at the trading bot that I've been building over the past few months for cryptocurrency, specifically Bitcoin. And I've made a few videos on this before, so if you have not seen those, I would recommend you check those out. I'll leave some links up here. You can check those out up there. But since the last video, I basically had the framework for how I was going to trade and maybe change my strategy and things of that nature. But I've been working on implementing it in a way that allows me to kind of just test my strategy and keep track of my results and stuff like that without actually trading with real money. So I'm going to show you guys how I've set that up and some of the progress I've made and the kind of numbers of whether it would be profitable, because I've kind of been tracking all that. And we're going to get into all that because there are fees as well with cryptocurrency when you trade, so that's something you have to take into account. So I've been keeping track of those as well. So we're going to take a look at all that in the video. So if you have not subscribed to the channel already, I would highly recommend you subscribe. It's completely free, and I really appreciate that. And if you're interested in this content, make sure to like the video, as that really helps me out. So right now we're on REPL.it, and it's basically a website that you can use to host Python scripts or pretty much any code in any language, but I'm using it to host basically my script. So this is my script here with all of my basically commands for the bot, right? And then I also have this simple script here that's creating a Flask server, and then this script is basically running on that server, and then I can basically close this Google Chrome tab and I can shut my computer off, and this will continue running pretty much forever. So that's how basically I'm doing this, and I've sort of had to make some changes in order to get this to work, but that's what I've been working on over the past month or two. So basically what I've been doing is I've been tracking basically each minute of data in this Google Sheets here. And so this part on the left here is the basically just the price action. So I list the time and then the price, and then right now I'm the trading strategy I'm using is with simple moving averages, so just a short term and then a slightly longer term simple moving average. So I am logging those here, and then if they cross, then I'm gonna put either a 1 or a -1, but depending on which crosses above the other. So that's what this is. And then in the position, that just means do I own any Bitcoin or do I not own any Bitcoin? And then over here, this is basically a record of my buys and sells that I've executed. And so I basically set it up. I had around $50,000 in my account. Well, it looks like it started around 53. It's just like fake money. It's all a paper trading account. It's not actually real money. So I'm set it up just to buy half a Bitcoin every time. And then I'm keeping track of the fees as well. And then just tracking the total buy cost and then the total sell cost. So I'm subtracting those two, and then I'm subtracting the fees as well to calculate my profit on every single trade. And as you can see at the bottom, this spreadsheet is basically tracking right now the 50 period moving average and the 100 period moving average, which is the periods I'm testing right now. And one of the problems I was having before is basically just because of REPL and how it's not perfectly reliable, I guess. Sometimes it would reset, and then I had variables in my script that were keeping track of what row I was at in the spreadsheet, and then those would get reset, and then it would start writing data to the wrong rows in the spreadsheet, and then everything was getting all messed up and out of whack, and it was rewriting some of the buys and sells over each other, so the profits were getting messed up, and it just wasn't quite working right. So what I did is I basically came over here and I started tracking these variables within the spreadsheet. So I'm just keeping track of which row I'm looking at or want to look at to log the next price on the left side here. So I'm basically just counting how many rows are filled in column A, and then I'm looking at the next one and I'm saying that's the one I want to add on to next time. And then basically within my script, I'm just reading this value from the Google Sheet. And then same thing with the transaction rows here, where I'm listing off the transactions right here. I'm doing a similar thing, and then I'm also getting the position, so I'm just reading it if we're in the position or not, and then if there's a change, then I write the changed position basically. So right here, looking at the profits, you can see right now it appears that we're a little bit profitable over a day or two basically of running it, but this number right here at the bottom, it's kind of an outlier because basically we bought into Bitcoin here, and then what happened is the spreadsheet only had like 2,000 rows, and so when it was trying to write more data onto the bottom of the spreadsheet, it wasn't working. So it just kind of stalled out there for a little bit until I was looking at it and noticed that. So once I fixed that, it eventually sold that, but if it had been running at that time, it probably would have sold before and I would have made less of a profit. So that is a little bit skewed there, but I could rerun it or just kind of disregard that, but we'll see what happens. So as of right now, I've really only tested the 50 and 100 period moving averages against each other. I was doing the 20 and 50 period moving averages, but I ran into some troubles and I just never actually got like a good run of data that wasn't getting messed up. So now I think I got this in a good method that is allowing me to test it. So I'm definitely going to do the 20 and 50 period moving average, and then I'm probably going to do the 20 and 100 and just try to find something that works. And then if none of those seem to be that great, then I might try to look at some other indicators like RSI or something like that. But I was actually looking at some just kind of price charts of Bitcoin, and it really didn't look like RSI was going to be a good indicator for Bitcoin, but I'm not really sure. I really don't know much about this stuff. So right now, like, all of the hard part of the coding, I would say, is mostly done, but right now I'm just trying to figure out the exact trading strategy. So that's pretty much where I'm at with the bot right now. If you have any suggestions, as always, for some technical indicators I can check out or you think might work well with Bitcoin, or if you think maybe I should trade some other cryptocurrency because it has lower fees or something like that, definitely let me know. I will be open to suggestions, and if you do want me to maybe go more in depth into the technical code and like how I'm doing everything, I can do that in the future. Just let me know. And if you want to check out some other videos from me, I will leave those right up here so you guys can see those. And with that, I will see you in the next one.